What's up, guys? Pypo here, bringing you a video today of me doing level 100 Assassination Rogue PvP in Arena 2v2s right now with Mithu, also known as Larry's, hunter buddy of mine, also known as Larry. I think he hates when I call him Larry's for some reason. I put an S on the end of his name and he loses his shit. But basically, this is going to be some of the first actual level 100 PvP I've been doing on my Rogue. I don't have full gear. So if you see me doing numbers that you think aren't very weak, or you think I'm not hitting as hard as I should be, I have I have the 4 set bonus, but 3 of those four pieces are what's it called, aspirants? Is it aspirants? I don't know how to say that word. I've never heard that word before in my life. But either way, the first game we get up against here is a Red Paladin and a Prot Warrior, or Guardian Warrior, I don't know what to call them. Either way, they're fucking annoying. As you see, I go into a vanish, I pop a fucking disorientate on him, I sap it in that, and then he gets a trap on him, and we're trying to get this paladin down. I basically was doing all that because the paladin already popped his bubble, and I find as a rogue, I'm getting targeted a lot. I'm not used to, even from playing my hunter where I get targeted every now and then, I was like, Jesus, let's just be friends first. I'm a rogue, I get it, let's just clam down, and I sped this up for you guys because what the fuck, Prot Warriors are just hard to kill. I didn't want to have to make you guys sit through that entire thing, so I just sped it up so you'd witness that. They don't do that much damage. I mean, they do enough to make it they're a threat, but it's not enough to be oh, just fucking, this is actually interesting anymore. It's just 2 people attacking a wall for 18 hours. Then we get, again, a Prot Warrior. I don't know what to call them, Guardian Warriors, because we're in Gladiators, sorry. Gladiator Warriors, or in Gladiator stance. I don't know if I should call them Gladiators or Prot. Either way, the game plan is to go him and then CC the Priest. Because if you weren't aware, Priests, especially Disc Priests, are even harder to kill than fucking Gladiator Warriors. Ridiculously hard to kill. Healers in general are pretty hard, but the Disc Priests specifically are banana hammock. You don't want to deal with this situation right now. But if you get a good CC on them, I was surprised, legitimately surprised, that me and my hunter buddy were able to get these motherfuckers down, and we actually did a pretty decent job. I mean, a lot of it is the MM Hunter's damage, doing a lot, but I find with Rogue, it's a lot more utility. You have to be fucking on your game, son. Be dropping that CC, doing a lot of damage, getting your burst down. As you see here, we get some fucking hate down on that warrior. And I speed it up immediately for you guys, because this is what I'm talking about with this. Watch my health, by the way. Disc Priests have a thing where if they bubble themselves, you reflect a little bit of the damage back at the enemy. Watch my health. I wasn't paying attention until about halfway through this. I'm just beating on and beating on. I don't want to leave because we won already. This dude doesn't want to leave apparently. And my health goes down to a quarter health by the time he's dead just from beating on him. If we didn't kill him, I would have died eventually from just smashing face, especially if I didn't realize. Luckily for me, I did. Halfway through, I'm why is my health none right now from killing a Disc Priest? I'm confused. Next up is a Arms Warrior and a Assassination Rogue. And versing another rogue, you really don't want to open first, but I get him in a good position here where I sap him. As when you have a hunter with you guys, or anyone who can get a long cast off for a good start, sap to begin, then stun. That gives your hunter the ability to cast and get that shot off immediately. It means I have to let the rogue open on me, but I get an immediate vanish and then reopen on this fucking warrior and just start laying down hate as much as possible. And with that 4-set bonus, every time you vanish, you will get 5 combo points. So there seems to be not ever a point when I'm playing this rogue that I don't have 5 I always have too many combo points to deal. I don't even know what to do with all these. I just have why can't I hold all these combo points? I don't know what's going on. So many. I love that fucking move, by the way. That move the Goblin Rogue just did, I think it's called Death from Above, is the entire reason I made my rogue. And Assassination, you're not meant to be using it. Which is how I know this rogue isn't very good, because as Assass, you need to use your Envenoms to actually make the class worth it, and make your not the class, the spec worth it, and get your your bleeds on and get your poisons working. So if you're using that other finisher, it's kind of it's not really you can't really work that in. It's never worth it to do that over one of the other level 100 talents that give you more energy regen and more max energy. It's just so much better for this spec. I mean, for combat, or maybe for sub, it might even be better for them, but for Assassination, you need to use those Envenoms, so I don't see why you would use it. And I actually get fucked here and get a sap on me. Completely goof up on my point. If you do that and you're a rogue, you're pretty much done for. I immediately get a vanish, but I know I'm going to get broken out immediately, so I just open on the warrior anyway, because I got bleeds on me and shit. There's not much I'm going to be able to do. And I try to get as much hate on him as possible, and as soon as I get out of this sphere, I'm Jesus, I need to go a bit more defensive here. But I also realized the Warriors on like half health. Like we're doing pretty good. The Rogue CC'd. Warriors health went up a little bit. He's got some self heals, but it's not a big deal. So I just keep laying on hate, laying on hate, laying on hate. And the fucking Rogue, for some reason, didn't CC my Hunter, didn't CC me. There was no really like big fear drops or anything. So we're actually in a decent position, even though they opened on me, which really should give them an opportunity to fuck me up. Like they should get that sap, go to the Hunter, or like open on me and do some work. But they just didn't. They couldn't get anything out of it, and we did pretty good there. And my Hunter's good at throwing those traps out and getting that CC down. And next up will be a, I think it's the Assassin Rogue. For some reason my vision just went bad. I can't really see that. And a Shadow Priest. Game plan here, of course, is to go the Shadow Priest. Shadow Priests are pretty rough to verse, and I don't know why that is. Just as a rogue, I feel like I fuck up a lot of times with their dispersion, and sometimes I put shit into their dispersion like a fucking asshole. Rogue right there unluckily runs over my Hunter's explosive trap and gets out of stealth. I tried to sap him, but I forgot that explosive trap will trigger his combat, so I can't sap him anyway. I kind of do an unnecessary shadow step. I find myself doing that a lot. I didn't need to use the shadow step there. I blind the rogue running in there, and he gets bind shut down as well, so he couldn't come around the pole that way. He does go around the opposite direction, but it's kind of like whatever. It's not a big deal. And I'll start applying some bleeds and some stuff. Whenever I think I'm gonna drop into stealth again or use some kind of defensive, I might put a bleed up just because I know I'm not gonna be able to attack for a while. And the rogue like jumps on me and starts stunning me and fucking me up. So I'm like, I need to get out of the situation. And I get a bit of tunnel vision. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really have to jump back on the priest here. I could have done some CC on the rogue, could have stunned the rogue and stopped him from doing much. But I get tunnel vision, go on the priest, we kill him. But I'm extremely low at this point. I drop a smoke bomb for no fucking reason other than I haven't used it, so I'm like, may as well just fucking drop it. Who gives a shit? Maybe it'll fuck up his combat. Whatever the fuck. I stun him and I run away. Smart decision. The right decision. I make a wrong decision, however, after I get here and I enter stealth. I should now wait for my Hunter to open on him and do a lot of work and do a lot of stuff. Instead, I think to myself, I'm going to go back in and stun him and help my Hunter out. When I'm this low health versus a combat rogue, you really don't want to do that, because a combat rogue can get a lot of damage out immediately, especially if his cooldown's up, and it's just going to be like one stun, you're dead. So naturally, for me, that was a bad decision. I should have waited in stealth for my Hunter buddy to do a bit more damage, and then when the rogue got on my Hunter, come out, stunned him, like CC'd him, done that sort of thing instead of killing myself. I sped up there. My Hunter buddy does end up finishing him off, and it's going to be a win for us. Next up is a fucking hard combination, which is a Frost DK Gladiator Warrior, I guess is what we're calling him. The Gladiator Warrior is like, I don't know if he's AFK. He's not AFK because you can see him do like the shout thing right there. But I sap him either way and get on this DK immediately. It's a shitty place to be, like in this corridor of doom right here. But I honestly thought that the Warrior was AFK, but I think he was only AFK for like that verse, like 5 seconds of the match. Comes back immediately to fight us. DK goes down to half health, but DK is being DK. He's going to heal for like shitloads and do a lot of work. And it's bad news bears for us a little bit. But we managed to get that DK down a little bit. I get some nice vanishes, some nice stuns. I get my defensives up when I need to. And I seem to be able to stay alive pretty well. I use my Shadow Step more as like I get behind a target to confuse them sort of thing. Make the Warrior use his and that sort of stuff like that. And I get low health like really like early on here. I wish I wasn't this low at this point. But I managed to live somehow. Here. I pop an evasion. I just pop my fucking smoke bomb. I'm popping everything just trying to live. I Shadow Step to this DK, managed to finish him off with my Hunter buddy, and then I'm like, I have a war. I knew I was dead here. I knew I was dead, so that's why you saw me do a Phantom Knives. I'm like, I'm dead. I'm running away. I have nothing to use. I'll just Phantom Knives to get away from him, but it's not going to be enough. But my Hunter buddy is going to verse again. Gladiator Warriors don't do much damage. They just take a lot. So I'll speed it up for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day video. Let me know if you don't like these 2v2 videos on my Rogue. I should do some more on my Hunter soon. See you later.